Simply put, we would not be here today at this very precipice of such a dangerous move if the Obama policy in the Middle East wasn't naive and arrogant, misguided, and dangerous. It must be said first that Israel is our oldest and strongest ally in the Middle East, a democratic ally in the Middle East. And it has been for more than 60 years. The Obama policy of moral equivalency, which gives equal standing to the grievances of Israelis and Palestinians, and including the orchestrators of terrorism, is a very dangerous insult. There is no middle ground between our allies and those who seek their destruction. America should not be ambivalent between the terrorist tactics of Hamas and the security tactics of the legitimate and free state of Israel. By proposing indirect talks rather than between Palestinian leaders and Israel, this administration encouraged the Palestinians to shun direct talks. Secondly, it was wrong for this administration to suggest the 1967 border should be the starting point for Israel-Palestinian negotiations. When you consider the suggestion of those borders was made on the eve of the Israel Prime Minister's visit, we see the American administration having a willingness to isolate a close ally and to do so in a manner that is both insulting and naive. Thirdly, by injecting the issue of the 1967 borders, in addition to a construction freeze in East Jerusalem and the Israeli settlements, the Obama administration put Israel in a position of weakness, taken away their flexibility to offer concessions as part of the negotiation process. Indeed, bolstered by the Obama administration's policies and the apologists at the UN, Palestinians are exploiting instability in the Middle East, hoping to achieve their objective without concessions and direct negotiations with Israel. And the reason is simple. If they perceive that they can get what they want through the UN without making any concessions, why should they negotiate with Israel? While the administration is right to finally agree to fight the Arab resolution in the UN, it bears repeating. We wouldn't be here today if they had stuck to some basic principles concerning Palestinian statehood. First is that Palestinian leaders must publicly affirm Israel's right to exist and to exist as a Jewish nation, a Jewish state. President Abbas, he must persuade all the factions, including Hamas, to renounce acts of terrorism and release kidnapped Israeli Gilad Shalit. And third, Palestinian statehood must be established only through direct negotiations between Palestinian leadership and the nation of Israel.